Chill boy, motherfucker Jordan. You already know. Thank God my brother told me to go on a run, because if not, I'd just be hitting weights today. But I'm going to try to do both. But I just wanted to come on here, spread the Lord, spread the word of the Lord. I know I'm kind of taking a break right now. So it looks nice as fuck out here. It's a little chilly out here, but me running is keeping my body warm, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, school's been alright, you know, trying to stay on top of it, as well as this and other things that I want to do. But other than that, I just wanted to say, if you're feeling empty, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you're digging yourself in a hole, put your faith in God, man. I'm kind of having a little back and forth, not relationship with him, but it's just like with myself, you know. I'm trying to better myself, and it's not easy. And I'm just preaching this because I know how it is, you know what I'm saying? And some people it's worse than others. So to those people, and even to people who are dealing with losing a family member, losing a friend, losing a parent, like, or just dealing with drama in general, you can always overcome whatever it is that you're dealing with. Oh, let me turn off my music. You can always overcome what you're going through, man. Like, you don't have to learn from someone else's mistakes or your own mistakes to get better. Or you don't have to keep on spiraling down and just think that you can't get back up out of the deep depression or deep hole, you know, that you're digging yourself into, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all fully understand, but I know to some people, they probably do understand. But I just wanted to say, just keep your head up, put your faith into God. Yeah, it's going to have hard times, and yeah, you can't just ask for something specific and expect it to happen. You got to put effort into what you're doing. And what I mean by giving yourself to God, I'm not just saying go to church and pray at church. I'm saying do stuff at home, like pray at home, pray in the morning. I don't pray in the morning, but I pray at night. At least I try to. Sometimes when I'm out here on my runs, I give a little prayer because I miss my family down in West Texas a lot. I miss my dogs. I miss my little brother. I miss my mom. You know, but of course I'm blessed to have my family down here too. But for me to be doing bad and to come to a better spot so I could do better, it's not a bad thing. But I can't say it's good either. It's like a little bit between, because of course I love my mom to death, but at the same time, certain things need to happen so you could learn or whatever. You know, and if it wasn't for my brother, I'm gonna just put that out there. If it wasn't for my brother, then I don't know what I'd do. You know, I'd probably be the same motherfucker. Who knows? And now that he's gone, it's time for me to fucking put them man pants on. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta spread that energy to other people, just as he did to me. This is what I've been wanting to do. That's why I wanted to become a music artist in the first place, because I want to inspire people. I don't want people trying to chase that life and think just because you're bored in a small town don't mean you gotta freaking be a fucking bum, you know what I'm saying? And even if you're doing all that other shit and you're handling business, cool. But are you doing it in a correct way so you can provide for your family for the long run? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm one to fucking speak, because all I'm really doing is working out. All I'm really doing is going to school. But that doesn't mean I'm planning for the future, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm trying to, but it's not easy for everybody, you know? Sometimes you gotta do shit yourself. And I just want to put that out there, like, give your faith to God, because, you know, people say certain things is a gateway drug, but boredom, man. When you get bored and you don't have nothing to do, and I get it, man, because look at me. If it wasn't for me running or anything like that, I can't be playing games all day, bro. I get bored as shit, you know what I'm saying? I get bored as shit. I can't be playing games all day. As much as I like it, bro, I be raising this shit. I can't be playing games all day. So I just wanted to come out here and just say, like I said, preach God. If you have free time after you get done doing work, put some effort into yourself. Have some self-care, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're starting small, you know, or you're the shit and you run miles and miles, keep on going, man. There ain't no limit to greatness. And even if you're on your own fucking world like me, like, I have a lot of things. I'm not saying I should be ashamed of what I do, of how I portray myself now, because I was never like this. I'm still a camera shy ass motherfucker. But, you know, little steps, man. And I'm trying to elevate my people around me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. Life is hard. But we don't got to go through it alone. You know, that's why people go crazy when they're alone. But like I said, I know that's kind of like a little yapping session, but, you know, people always see a freaking, I guess, a motivated side of me, but like I say a lot of times, shoot, when I'm off the phone, of course I'm doing my own thing. Sometimes I'm working out when I'm off the phone. I don't really like recording myself working out or anything like that because I don't like showing like I'm doing shit. But behind the cameras, let's try it again. I have my times where I'm being lazy and shit. I have my times where I'm working out and I don't really like showing myself. So it's like, and I don't really like talking about myself like that either. I don't really like, I'm not saying I'm bragging, but, you know, but there's a lot more other people that I don't like comparing myself, but there's a lot more people who are way ahead of me. You know, just as basketball tryouts, just as baseball tryouts, I didn't make none of the teams. I didn't make none of them. And I tried. I showed up to all the days. Basketball is different because it was like 1 day tryouts. It was 1 day tryouts, and then baseball, I did all the days, but things happen for a reason, man. Like, I started realizing that I ain't got time for sports. Not like saying I don't, but next year I'm gonna be taking double the same classes, but it's gonna be like the same electives, but it's gonna be like different grade levels on some shit. And I don't got time for that, bro. I might as well just join JO or TC like how I wanted to and start trying to get a fucking job. Start trying to make that guap. Start trying to influence other people to do good too. And that's why I started this YouTube channel, so I can influence people. And I know people don't want to see a guy running around, showing his face, showing his neck. Nobody wants to see that, bro. What's entertaining about that, you know? But it's just the realness of it, the rawness of it, I guess. Ain't nobody doing it like Jay. That could go a lot of ways. You know, not just for me, but for anybody else. Ain't nobody doing it like you. And even if you're taking little steps and be like, oh, people are doing it better than me, ain't nobody doing it like you. Think about it like that. Nobody's doing it like you. You know, I remember people used to look at me like the weird kid and shit. I used to be like, let me tell y'all something. I used to pretend like I see like Five Nights at Freddy's people. And like, I remember recess, bro, that was like the shit. I remember I had like a panda sweater. It was like a little, like a panda, like it looked like a panda. And I remember I would like curl up on the ground and I'll try to get as flat as I can. Like if I'm hiding for someone, I'll be on the playground, and this is like during mid-playground, bro, and I'll let people walk on top of me. I remember there would be people fucking stepping on me and shit, like if I was just a hoodie. But bro, I don't know why. Yo, that shit's weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I came a long way from, I guess, mistakes. You know, and like I said, I don't like talking about myself a lot. A lot of people struggle, you know. I was thinking about this kid last night. I couldn't really go to bed. I was just kind of thinking about him. And I see him a lot. I remember I had a class with him, and sometimes I see him every once in a while, and I like look at him, but like, I like look away because I don't want him to feel like I'm just staring at him like if I'm trying to make fun of him in my head or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, not like I feel bad, but I do, you know? and I don't want to speak on the conditions he's in because, you know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm like talking down about him or anything like that. But I think about him, bro, and I think about how I want to go up to him and be like, hey, how you doing? But I don't want to make it seem like, you know, that I'm just going up there because of the conditions he's in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it seem like I feel bad for him. No, man, it's just I seen him around. I could feel the energy, and I want to help. And I know sometimes people, you can't help everybody, but it's the effort, man, that counts. And some people, they're not ready for help. They don't want it. Like there was a couple times where I didn't want no help either. My mom tried to help me. My freaking ex-girlfriend tried to help me. And I just didn't want it, man. I was bumming. I wanted something more than I wanted something else. And I guess you could say, like, it got repetitive. And I got bored of it. And it's no bueno. You know? But one day I'm gonna... And I don't really like I said, I don't like speaking upon myself. But one day I'm gonna be able to do things for my family. I'm gonna be able to... You know, my brother, he's starting to do stuff for my family. I'm like, dang, man, like, I want a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to help people out just as he is. And yeah, there's multiple ways that he does it, you know, like he just kind of stays in his own lane, does his own thing, but I want to be able to provide too for my fucking people, you know, especially down there in West Texas. My dogs are down there, like I miss them. And back whenever I was bumming, like whenever I wasn't doing good, I had like at least 12 dogs, man. Little baby puppies, little older puppies. Like, I love my animals. I used to go take care of them all the time. And then I remember one day they came home with another puppy. Actually, my mom had told me at school, while I was at school, that there is this dog, these two dogs, they're like beautiful. They look like leopards, but they're babies still. And of course, like I said, I had like 12 dogs. Of course, a lot of them passed away. But at this moment, like, it was like, I'd say 7. I had Girl, I had Raccoon Girl, I had Mean Girl, I had my Boy, I had my Gray Boy, I had Red. A lot of dogs, man. And, of course, they put them in the same cage together because my mom had to go to work. And I came back. I came back and, I came back from school and I was just like, I was not expecting, I don't even think my mom told me about this. And I came back from home because I didn't have Wi-Fi on my phone or anything like that. I came back home and I was like, what are the dogs doing? Why are they all in the shed? You know, like, they don't like being in the shed. It's too fucking hot in the shed, you know? I know this is turning into a yak shed, but it's too hot in the shed, you know? And I remember I opened it up, and of course the dogs come see me, you know, they're saying hi, you know what I'm saying, just shaking tail and shit. But they're still like and this is whenever it was dusty. Like, I'm telling you, West Texas it'd be dusty over there, man. Like, horrible conditions for dogs, man. I hate it. And what's that again? I went down there to check, and there was, like I said, there was 2 of those little, like, they look like twins. The one that survived, we ended up naming him Kita, or naming her Kita, or Kilo. That was her name. We started calling her Kita because Kilo is kind of hoodish, but it's kind of ghetto. And I don't like speaking upon this because it's kind of explicit. But I went back there and Kita had like a gash in her neck, but like it was. I don't like speaking upon it, but it was like a gash in her neck, and it looked like you could just put your finger in it, hook it. It looked like, because that's how loose the skin is. But it's not like from that. It's just that's how pit bulls are. You know, they have loose skin, especially when they're babies. And it's like, oh my God, like, the other one is covered in dirt. I couldn't even find him. And I remember, like, that was like, it was so horrible. I picked Kita. I don't even remember, man. Like, that shit's sad. But I picked Kita, took her a bath. I didn't even know the other one was in there. I checked in there The other one was just covered in dirt, man. Like, my dogs tore them up because they're not used to seeing foreign dogs, you know what I'm saying? Like, completely new dogs, baby dogs, just like, they don't ever see new dogs, you know what I'm saying? They're just used to seeing family and shit. And I remember, like, this ain't the first instance where I had to bury a dog either. Like, I remember, like, I already knew the drill, man. Get the damn shovel and start digging. And that's exactly what I did. I started digging and digging and digging and digging. Laid him to rest. And Kita, thank God she stayed alive. I was so scared to take her a bath because it was like that gas. I just didn't want nothing to go in there. Like, I didn't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want nothing to fucking end up taking her. You know, and I didn't want it to be my fault because I've already had an issue before with dogs, like a dog dying because it was my fault and because I was bumming, and I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you know, like, I remember, like, just like taking her a bath and just trying to stay away from that spot, putting a little tissue on it. Oh, my poor baby, man. And goes to say, like, of course I cared for her, and she was I'm telling you, she was a real pit, man. Like, always teeth and little baby, sharp ass teeth, trying to bite, chewing up everything, chewing up my boxing gloves, chewing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, chewing up my shoes. I couldn't even leave my black Air Forces outside. Motherfuckers got chewed up. I miss that girl, man. She was so beautiful. She ended up getting healed up, but I think whenever I left, she just not disappeared, but you know what the family says. She just left. She was just gone one day. And like I said, I had hella dogs. She was the one that was roaming because she was the smallest, you know. Like, you already know she's not going to be with the big dogs because you know what happened. And it's like, one day she was just gone. It was like, fuck. You know the old saying. And this goes to, like, say, like, too, whenever I was younger, I had a pit bull named Brownie. Little brown pit bull, whatever. I remember we had, like, action figures, and this was at my grandma's here in South Texas. This is at my grandma's when I was younger. The dog was already, like, a little bit older. I remember it was one of the first dogs we had, except for, like, Petrie, but she's still with us today. You know, little nice looking dog. Little he looks like a Mexican dog, like dead ass. Like, if you would think of it, I'm not talking about like a Chihuahua or anything. I'm talking about, like, he just look like he's like not a Chihuahua, but he's just like something like that. He got a lot of hair. But yeah, just like I said, the same old thing happened. The dog starts tearing up the house. Next thing you know, it's gone. Oh, I don't know. It must have ran away. And I don't even like speaking upon this because, like I said, this is explicit as shit. But let me see if my homeboy called me. But damn, it's cold out here. It's getting cold. But another instance, and I don't like speaking on this. I ain't trying to make people feel bad for me. But like I said, another instance. I think I'm, like, busy in my grandma's house helping them do something or whatever, and all I hear is, "Your dogs are in the street, Jordan. Go get them. Your dogs are in the street." Thank God most of them got out of the street. You know, poor babies, they're still puppies at this time. I remember because we lived right next to my grandma's house, and the fence, if you would push it, the thing would just open. So even if you pushed it, and imagine all those dogs, like, trying to push it, it's not because of, like, oh, someone passed by. It was probably because one of my grandma's dogs walked past, and they were like, being nosy, and then next thing you know, because my grandma's dogs like being in the streets too, they like walking in the streets, running in the streets. So I'm not blaming it on those dogs either. I'm not. But things come to happen, and one of the dogs was on the ground on the street, like, horrible, I had to freaking get a shovel and scoop them off the ground or whatever, and same thing, dig them up, put it right next to Kita's brother. And then that just reminds me whenever another instance with Kita before she had ran away. Another instance with Kita, I was watching her outside. I think we threw a toy out and it went too far into the road, and a fucking car passed by, and all you saw was fucking. No, I think this was Fat Boy. Yeah, this was Fat Boy, man. Cause Fat Boy would always. Oh my god, I miss my Fat Boy. But let's try it again. I was trying to see if I could show y'all a picture of my Fat Boy and my dogs. I was trying to see if I could edit a picture in here somewhere, because I don't really be editing like that. I don't really know how to, but I have to learn somehow. So one of these days I'm just gonna have to start doing shit. But Fat Boy, I remember he wouldn't play fetch, but he would get the ball and try to chew it, and I had to chase him for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he'd be like trying to play with me, and I'll be like running after him. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like I'll get the ball from him. I take it from him. I put it in there, and he'd like jump for it. You know, he'd jump for it and shit. And I remember we threw the ball out there or whatever, and goes to so like freaking accidentally threw it too far. Fat Boy's running for it, and it ended up like he didn't get ran over, like, but he got his foot like caught up in under a tire, and he got his foot caught up under a tire. And I remember he was like lumping back. I was like, Fat Boy, what the? Oh my god, I felt so bad because I was just trying to play with him, and then he ended up getting hurt. And I could cry right now, bro. I miss those dogs so much, and you know. I don't like speaking upon it because I could have treated them a lot better. And same goes to my family. I know I fucking talk about my dogs a lot, and I don't think about my family as much, but those are like my babies, you know, those are like my kids. You know what I'm saying? When you have a dog and it's like, it's your responsibility to take care of them, clean up their poop, you know, like, take them baths and all that, take the ticks away. It's just like, man, I wish I would have done so much to help y'all, man. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like, even goes to my dogs out there right now. Like, I hate texting my mom and be like, take care of them. Make sure they're okay. It's snowing over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck. But I can't feel bad about it because, like, I know they're in good hands, you know? But it's just like I said, man, like, you know, rest in peace to Fat Boy, my boy. A lot of them died of parvo, man. People, yeah, parvo shots are free. Not in my fucking town. Fuck you mean parvo shots are free? A lot of instances too where I'd fucking catch some dog trying to hump my girl. You know? She had like 2 litters, and my mom had to freaking neuter her because she's, you know, a freaking pit bull. She'd break out of that damn cage, or a dog will literally jump over my fucking 7-foot fence. Like, what the fuck? Fat Boy will jump over the 7-foot fence. Like, what are you doing? How do you get over? And it sucks, man, because I remember he would be barking like, I know he just wanted love and attention, man. And it sucks because, like, you know, when you put things above anybody else, and I love that I'm speaking upon this because I'm, like, reflecting on a lot of things that I've done. But when you put something above anything else, that takes a toll on you, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like speaking upon myself, but it shit really hurt. Even after he got hurt, he would still jump over that fence. he would still get caught up in fucking wire. I'd still have to help him up off the fence because he'd be like stuck. I miss holding my dog, man. I miss getting a fucking a deep squat like this. A deep squat. And I'd pick up my dogs whenever they'd be loose and people would be scared of my dogs. I'd pick them up like this. Legs, back legs, front legs, and I'd pick them up like that. It'd be so funny. Because they'd just be looking around like, they won't even be barking no more because they already know, like, I miss my dogs, man. Like with Boy. This is the first, like, before Fat Boy. Fat Boy was the second grade dog. But Boy, he was the first one. I remember we got him a little bit after we got Girl. We got Girl on Easter. Someone gave her to us for free. Beautiful dog. One blue eye, one green eye. But she can't hear. That's the thing. She can't hear. And a little bit after we got Boy from McDonald's, we paid $40 for him. Not like that matters, but it's just like, you know. And I remember we lived at the apartments. We lived at these apartments, and what's that again? Of course, you can't have dogs without a pet deposit. We ain't paying that damn pet deposit, man. We ain't got money for no damn pet deposit. And so, of course, there's still babies at the time. So, you know, we ain't gonna pay for no pet deposit whenever they're still little babies. They ain't causing no harm, you know. And let's try it again. Yeah, pet deposit. Yeah, I remember, like, we take them outside, let them use the restroom. Who knows? There's probably fucking cats. I remember there'd be, like, stray cats, and we feed them, like, little freaking canned tuna or some shit like that. Cause, you know, care for animals, man. It's fucking, ain't nobody want to see no stray animals, you know, like, it sucks. But they're everywhere, and let's try it again. Yeah, Boy and Girl, they're so young. I remember we have a picture. Boy, I think he had a little bit of tan on him. Yeah, he had a. I remember he would open his mouth, and like he would yawn. I remember he would yawn, and you could see like there was like an upside down heart. But if you would look at it from the other side, it looked like a heart. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it from underneath, but like if you're looking at it from my angle, it's like an upside down heart. And I was like, damn, you know, my baby. Yeah, he had like a little tan on him. I forgot about that, man. I thought he was gray. Nope, he had a little bit of tan on him. It was Boy and Girl. You know, that's how yeah, some high ass names. But those are my dogs, man. And then my little brother, he loved them too, you know, especially like having an easy name. Boy, Girl. Got a boy, got a boy, got a girl. Oh man. But yeah, we tried again. Yeah, I remember we would take them to my grandma's all the time, and one of these instances, like, they got parvo. Both of them did, Girl and Boy. They both got parvo like around the same time. I think Girl got it. Boy got it first, and then Girl got it later, bit after. And there's even a picture of Girl when she had like had a little bandana on, and she wasn't sick, but you could just tell like she was sick because she had parvo. I remember I was still bumming at this time a little bit every once in a while, but it gave me an excuse to stay home, you know. And so that's what I did. I stayed home every once in a while, watched after my dogs. And I remember there was this one day, my mom, no, it was after Boy passed away, because you know the deal. If you have animals that have parvo, Pedialyte, cottage cheese, fucking syringes, you gotta fucking put it in their mouth, big old fucking chunks of cottage cheese, and even if they don't like it, you gotta like hold their mouth up so they can eat it. You know, put the Pedialyte down. It sucks. Nobody wants to do that shit to their dogs, especially when they're pit bulls, and it sucks because it's like they're not gonna bite you, but fuck, you're like suffering, making them suffer, but they're so weak. I'm telling you, like they didn't want to get up, they were dozing off, like they had drool coming out of their mouth, like it sucked. And I remember just like doing that. You already know, cottage cheese, Pedialyte, and it was too late for boy. We didn't do it early enough. And I remember, you know, first instance of having to bury one of my dogs back at my grandma's house, because that's where he passed away at. Because he was already bigger at this time. He passed away, and I ain't gonna go too deep, but had to put a bag over him and just pick him up, just like how I told y'all the other times I had to pick him up. Of course, I'm not doing it as comfortably because he's fucking stiff, but you know, you already know the deal. Dig. Fucking, this ain't, the ground ain't as fucking soft as it is over here. Over there, it's tough. That dirt is tough. I got a pickaxe. I tried to swing in that bitch, just in pain. I was hurt. You know, like, it's my damn dog. Thought we could save him. And, you know, that had happened and ended up focusing on Girl. You know, thank God she wasn't around sick around the same time, but we knew what to do while she was sick, and so helping her. And I remember my mom, she told me this. I went to sleep and she said that she was like, there was this night that she was just scared. She didn't want Grogo to pass away because she had a feeling that she was, and she was saying like the room stunk, like the living room in our apartments, it stunk. And like, but there wasn't no like feces or anything. It was just stunk. Like, she's laying on the ground like flat on her side, you know, like nothing normal of a dog. Usually the dogs are like kind of like loafed up, or you know what I'm saying, they're not just laying on the side like with their head to the. My mom was just comforting her through the night, and she said she was scared. Like, my mom said that she was scared, and so she was just watching her through the night, making sure she was breathing and all that. And of course, next day passed. She's still up. She's still awake. And I think I don't know if I was in school or not. If I was actually going to school, or if I was skipping. But let's try it again. Freaking like I remember there was this guy who was staying with us, and it wasn't on no like. We were just trying to help him out. He didn't have a home. It's kind of dumb to say, but yeah, we were trying to help him out. He went to go work at the oil field. He would help my mom with like money and groceries and shit. But it only lasted so long because we figured out that he was being like fucking weird. Like, he was trying to do some weird ass shit. So we ended up like parting ways with that motherfucker. And what's up again? So I remember the last time that guy was with us, we were going to my grandma's house because, you know, we're taking Grogo with us. And I remember Grogo, this is nasty too, a little explicit, but I remember Grogo, she was like in the back seat, like kind of going crazy because we ain't gonna go anywhere without her, you know, especially that she was sick. But she was actually moving. She was, of course, when you need to use the restroom, you're gonna get up and find a fucking spot. And she was like, you could tell, like, they're like, what's wrong with Grogo? Like, she was moving like crazy, but she was already moving. Like, it's not like she wasn't moving, but she was already getting a little bit better. Bruh, telling you, all we fucking smelled, and I know the smell from like, what's that again? When you go to fishing and you go to get that bait, and it smells like shrimp, or it smells like fish, it smells like, all you smell is that shit, and it like hotboxes the car. And I could handle it, but the other guy, his name is Anthony, bro, he could not handle it, bro. He jumped out the car. When I saw him out the car, I was like, I'm jumping out the car too. And I opened up the back, and whatever fucking parvo shit was that, it all came all right out, man. I was like, what the fuck, man? Hey, but at least she was better, and she did that shit all up in the car too. I remember my mom was like, she's like, we're right there at my grandma's house, like literally, not even a mile, not even 0.5 of a mile, like we're literally right there. And she relieved herself, I guess, and it was like nasty. I remember we were cleaning it up and shit. I was helping my mom clean it up, getting some Dawn and soap. We had a steam cleaner at the time, because you already know if you have dogs, you don't need that steam cleaner if they're still training. You know what I'm saying? So steam cleaner, cleaning up all the all the stuff off the, it's not even a back seat. It's like whenever the seats go down and they turn to back seat, like they turn into like a flat. I don't know. But yeah, we cleaned that all up. And my girl was better, you know. She got better. And then I think no, we got Fat Boy. I don't know how we got Boy. But we got Fat Boy from what's it called again? I don't even remember, man. I swear I think we got Fat Boy from the McDonald's. But what's it again? We got the Fat Boy from McDonald's. And I think Boy was gifted to us too. But yeah, my girl, she survived. My precious baby. She was so skinny, man. I remember we would like make chicken broth for her. You know, chicken broth, because that's very nutritious. I remember we used to like put it in like the syringes, like I said, and just put it in her mouth. And I remember like holding her mouth, and you could see her tongue moving around, but she was so weak she couldn't really bite down. So it's not like you really have to fear for her biting you. Plus, she was a precious dog. Like she knows. I'm telling you, like, my girl is very smart. Yeah, it's cold over there, and thank God my mom told me they had a heat lamp, which kind of takes a little worry off my chest, but fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dogs. If I was out there, shoot, who knows? Yeah, I remember a lot of dogs passed away from parvo, like way too many. I remember we got this teacup chihuahua. I think it was gifted to us too, because you know, teacup chihuahua. We had a lot of dogs already, and we called him Chewy. Yeah, I started calling him Chewy because I don't know why. He just Chewy. And yeah, you know, little red rocket, little red rocket head ass. And I remember like there was one night, like of course he would pee, and I'll pick him up and he'll start peeing on me. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like he was real sensitive. Like if he would get scared, he would tinkle. And I remember, like I said, man, I could have treated those dogs a lot more better. So he was a little scared of me. I tried to like train him to do like sit down and all that. And you know, little stubborn little dogs. But still, I should have trained him a lot better. But stubborn little dogs. And I remember there was this one night, and it wasn't cold outside. It was just a normal day, and it don't rain often over there. But when it rains, it rains. So, you know, one of those nights, kind of just like, you know, already on my shit, bumming, getting tired and shit, not doing good with my life. And my mom was like, take Chewy inside, you know, because she just said take Chewy inside. And I was like, oh, it's okay, like, I'll go do it, and I end up falling asleep, and things to come, it starts to rain, and my mom comes into my room, she's like, "Where's Chewy at?" And I'm like, you already know me, oh my gosh, you already know, like, all my bullshit. And I go outside, like, real quick, because I'm like, where the fuck is Chewy at, you know? And next thing, like, he's in the cage, you know, just where I put him, in the cage. It's fucking pouring, no cover, little skinny ass dog. And I remember taking him out, just cold, shivering, just cold, not even standing up, just, I think he was actually standing up. My God, I missed him so much. I missed the way he would shake his tail whenever he'd see me come home. But his little baby tail. And you know, I brought him inside and tried to warm him up, holding him tight, getting towels, and it's not enough, you know, not enough to keep him warm. Because internally he's fucking hypothermia, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like speaking upon this, I don't want people to look at me different, but man, it's what happened, it's real. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that ain't true. And I don't like talking about my past. My brother tells me all the time, don't talk about your past, that's the old you. Be who you want to be now. And that's why I'm talking about it, because it's like, I can't be that person, man. Not no more. And I remember, trying to keep him warm, just feeling him shivering nonstop. And if I wasn't really going to school at this time, so I stayed home, I watched him. I remember he couldn't even get up, like he was just laying on the ground breathing. And I remember like giving him a little bit of that chicken broth, because we still had a little bit left. We had a little bit of that chicken broth. I was giving him some, and you know, trying to give him Pedialyte, because of course we had Pedialyte, but it was probably cold or some shit, probably in the fridge. Who knows? But like I remember he would breathe, and then he would stop breathing, and I would like try to like give him not CPR, but basically like try to push his chest in so he could breathe out, and then he could breathe in on his own, breathe out, and then breathe in on his own, and it would work. And then all of a sudden, like, it just stopped, man. I remember just like kind of just sitting there like, fuck, fucking dog. And that was like not the worst feeling, but probably one of the worst feelings I've ever felt. And even to the day, like, it didn't really sink into me what happened, because I was just so caught up within my own self. I moved on so quick, because all I knew was to brush off. And, you know, that happened. I was like, it just sucks. Beautiful dog. Beautiful, big-headed ass dog. I miss that fool. Little Chewy. I remember we would put sweaters on him that were like for bears. And he would walk in it, and he would get like his feet caught up in the pockets, and he would start like not falling, but he would like start like getting close to the ground, and then next thing you know, the back of his feet was caught in like the pocket area, and he's like kind of face down with his arms trying to pick himself up. And be like, dog, take it, Chewy. Yeah. Anyways, enough about my dog problems. Yeah, I miss those fools. I remember teaching Girl how to give me paw. I remember teaching her how to hold my hand. I remember teaching her how to like kind of hop on my lap or sit down. Or I remember I would make her do like a shark. And I remember I taught my brother to do this to my little brother. And like, you would get like a piece of food, and don't be scared. She won't bite your hand, but Gogo would like, she would like look up at me, and when I put something there, she's already trying to jump because she knows what's up. She's like, and I put it in there, and she jumped, get it out of my hand, and I was like, oh my baby, and even with Chewy too, I remember Chewy, whenever I try to do tricks with him too, with the bacon treats, he'd be all standing up, trying to stand up and shit with his little neck. Oh man. I remember when we lived on this house, whenever Chewy was alive, and one of the first houses we've ever gotten, and actually no, it was like our second, but it was like the first house we've gotten since my brother had left to here, and I remember there was like this screen door in the backyard, and I remember because Chewy couldn't be with the big dogs, and I gave her Chewy treats, and freaking girl would like look at me like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this? Like this bitch is taking all the treats. She'd be just standing there like arms on the paws on the thing, like what the? Like she'd just be staring, man. All the little dogs too, they'd be all like, freaking raccoon girl. She was like white, but she had like spot on her face, and it looked like a tiger print. It was so beautiful, man. Mean girl, she had blue eyes, just blue eyes, like very light blue eyes, and poor baby. I remember she used to have seizures and shit. And what's that again? Yeah, Gray Boy, he had a green and blue eye. He was of course Gray Boy. You know, he was like grayish. Oh yeah, the first dog I had with Girl, yeah, we called him Boy, but I liked calling him Cowie because he looked like a cow. You might think it's dumb, but I loved it, man. Cowie. Oh, Cowie. It's a little dumb, but I still like Boy a lot better. But I'd call him Cowie every now and then because he looked like a cow. Man, I miss my dogs. If I could go back and just treat them right, I would do that. Even if I had all 12 of them again. You know, but it just sucks because sometimes the conditions people live in, it's like, what are you gonna do? I remember we would try to sell the dogs, and it's like, we only sold one dog. And it's sadly, but I think the brother of that, it was like literally there was one tan dog that someone took, and then the other dog, that was the one I had buried the first time whenever he got caught up in that incident with the car. It just sucks, man. And just imagine that, like that's just me. Imagine all the other dogs that are just, you know, I remember that same place that I was telling y'all about with Chewy, you know, standing up, or girl looking at the screen doors like, what the fuck is, you know, I remember there was this dog, older dog, man. I remember he used to come to my house, and this is when I was bumming, man. I had long hair, but I remember he would come to the house, and I wouldn't treat him bad, but I'd just be like, get away from my girl. I know you probably want to fuck. But it sucked because I would feed him and give him water and all that, and he had a lot of ticks on him, and I would try to clean him, but he didn't like touching the water. He had like gashes on him, but I remember we would take care of him, give him water and all that, and somehow he would sneak into the thing with girl like in the back, and I'm like, what are you doing back here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Random ass dog just coming into our freaking our little premises in the backyard, and random ass dog, and I remember like trying to like not kick him out, but it's like, go, like, I don't want you being back here. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna try to get girl, because of course girl's always in freaking heat, and he was like, he had a bad limp, man. Like, it sucked. He had a bad limp. And I think, like, over time, like, it got cold. And, of course, we don't want him to be out there all alone, you know? So, they ended up calling the freaking pound, and who knows what they did. They probably freaking put him down, you know? He was so pressed. I remember scratching the top of his head. It was, like, so flat. He had a flat top. It was a precious dog too. I remember we would give him treats. I remember sometimes when I would go to school, or sometimes when I'd go on little runs around the block, he would be like, he'd be just outside, you know, or he'll be barely walking up with a little limp. I remember that, walking up with a little limp. Yeah, enough about my dogs, or enough about my dog adventures. It was a nice day out here. Hope y'all doing good. You know, blessings to anybody or everybody who's hurting, and not even just hurting, who's struggling with life. You need someone to talk to. Like, I don't know if you made it this far, but if you did, you know, if you ever got that point, just hit me up with a comment. I have my Instagram on here. Hit me up with a little DM. You know, we're all flesh and blood, man. And I'm just trying to inspire others. And I know I'm not that type of talkative type at school at all. If people know me, I don't talk. When people see my stuff that I do, it's like, what are you, like, who is this other person I've never witnessed, you know? It's a mixture of my life. Can't say it made me like this, but it's just like, you know, it plays roles. And I'm trying to break it loose. Like I was telling y'all about this, earlier. That kid that I think about every once in a while, that I want to talk to. I feel like I can't break that ice. I feel like I'm gonna make him feel like I feel bad for him, which, yeah, I kind of do, but at the same time, I just want to be his friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing people lonely, because I know how the fuck it feels to be, people look down at you. I remember I basically failed 2 grades, and it's like, what the fuck you doing here, Jordan? Of course, there's other people too, but I was just caught up in my own life, you know? And even today, like, I still get that. Even today. I still get that feeling like, damn, man, gotta catch up. I can't be looking down and be like, oh, these guys are in a better predicament than me. I ain't never gonna be like them. You know, I can't. Just think about the story that could come with it. I try to tell my friend that too, like, man, like, yeah, you're talking about all these good things that I could be doing because I changed my life around, but what about you, man? You know what I'm saying? What about you? We're gonna do this shit together. That's how I tell him. I was like, we're gonna do this shit together, man. We're gonna make it together. We're gonna be providing for our family together. We're gonna be doing things we never thought we could have done together. And I know weird shit, but it's just like, you're gonna make it, man. Don't ever lose faith. It's hard, man. It's hard digging out of that hole. Boredom is the key. I swear, it brings you down. Boredom. When you ain't got shit to do, when you ain't got no one to fucking look forward to. Boredom, man. Fucking kills. But yeah, I'm finna do a little tire thing. I'm finna hit an hour. Y'all finna watch me, I guess. I'm gonna try to take it to the post. But love y'all guys, man. Love y'all. I hope the best for anybody, whatever circumstances you're in. If you feel like you're digging yourself in a hole you can't get out of, trust me, I've been there, man. You don't got to do it alone. Cautious because it hurts. But it's my own kind doing all the killing here. Did the full thing. Let's go. Turn. Love is just not just words, you looking in the mirror. A fatal attraction is coming, but what we have coming is pain. Love is not just a verb, it's energy powers in it. Oh, la 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 la. I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow. I've been unfaithful. I don't know why you call on me. This is my canvas. I'm gonna paint it how I want it, baby. I'm gonna paint it how I wanna. Give a fuck. There is no right or wrong, only a song. I like to ride along, be in my zone. Think back to Forest Hills, no perfect home. But the only thing like home I've ever known until they snatched it from my mom and foreclosed it all alone. I'm so sorry that I left you there to deal with that alone. I was up in New York City, chasing pennies, getting gone. Had no clue what you was going through. How could you be so and how could I be so selfish? I know I could be so selfish. I could tell back with my girl, yeah, she's so selfless. So we could spend more time together. I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry me. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow me. I live on faith. I don't know why you call on me. You believe in me. You believe in me. You believe in me, and I thank you for it. Oh, another day, another rhyme, ho. Another day, another time, so today I woke up feeling horny, so I couldn't put the playing on my drum bowl. Keep up with the chosen words to take me. Maybe split it up, the girls to take me. Get a bird to the earth to play them. Best friends really be great for enemies. By watching, wait for one of these. I see you. This ain't a Rolex 6 at 8 p. I'm out, dog, catch up to me. Couldn't exist. Aim for the stars and shooting the mist, and I was riding on fumes at the top of the moon. Like, thanks for the fuel. Wait, now, thanks for the fuel. Without me, you wouldn't exist. You know that shit. Give me the blueprint. Don't forget. Go on this phone and opposite. Going golf down, niggas. Nigga, clown there, but holy stuff. I'm picking up like boing like a big ass coin. Hit it head like a coin toss. Too easy. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I ask the Lord to follow me. I don't know why you call on me. Hey, yeah. Apparently, you believe in me. You believe in me. Don't tell me, bro. I just found $100 bill on the floor. What? Yo, this is real? Hey, I'm gonna stay on the phone with y'all. Forget it. I need to call my homeboy up, but I got another song for y'all. I love this song right here. Well raised and well chasing, do all the discussions. Flesh breaking, spirit breaking, what would you best? Happiness or flashiness, how you serve the question. See, in a perfect world, I won't be perfect world. I don't trust people enough to pay the surface world. I don't love people enough to put my faith in them. I put my faith in these lyrics, hoping I make a band to understand that I ain't perfect. Last time I might put you down. Last time I didn't give a fuck. I still feel the same now. My feelings might go numb. You didn't withhold them. Making parties and functions are you and yours. A perfect world, you probably live another 24. I can't fake humble just cause your ass is insecure. Oh my god, I just twisted my fucking ankle so bad. Yo, this car just passed by me and watched me fuck up my ankle. Smiles and cold stares, the temperature goes there. The hurt becomes repetition, the love almost lost that. A perfect world is never perfect, only filled with lies. See, in a perfect world, I choose faith over bitches. Just to tell them we ain't shit, but we ain't been in a perfect world. Say, homie, pass that Scooby-Dooby, please don't be a hug. Let's roll and get windows up and get lost in the fog. Burn my fingernails. It's Christmas time, so I'm banging screwed up jingle bells. Beautiful kid taking on the road. 6 years later, they on the road. High habitual criminals, 'cause that's all they know. As he reads what's in the note, his freedom only comes in an envelope. Watch out for the laws, but all I do is weed and alcohol. Victims of the game. His freedom only comes in an envelope. Ooh la la, told you not to fuck with Dada. Any, many, money, mo, cut your hole by the toe. Back in the middle, let's go. This shit ain't fit in my pocket. I got it like I had the lottery. Whew. Hey, I'm gonna call him my boy. I love you guys. Motherfucker, Jordan, we out.